starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Love from the gun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1st down, Love to pass. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Preston Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's McCoy. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Packers. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Going deep for Eifert. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So a tough road here on 2nd and very long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
44, Mike, 44. Blue down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Packers 14, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A gain of a yard.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Minshew. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Jaguars 7.
They'll turn to Thompson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambeau comes on from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Green Bay.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Love now on 2nd down. Complete to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
I'm going back to you.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
At the 9-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It's a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Touchdown, Packers! Harris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down at 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It'll be Minshew again. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Jaguar first down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he's into the clear.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. He's how the coach told us all the time. A lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tackle made back at the 10-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And that's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here. Didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 43-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44, 44. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check, 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 check. Kill 10 seconds.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Love, they go play action now. And he whips that one incomplete there. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now Thompson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
34.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Sean McCoy.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They go bootleg. Love. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
No gain on
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll run it with McCoy. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
brought down.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Minshew sets to throw. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
17. Josh Lambeau on for the field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
44, Mike, 44.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a
gain of 32 that time.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. The 20. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Catch made here by Campbell, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 38. That's 36 to my.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The 32-yard line.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch 36. Silver. Line 36. Line 36.
Play action this time with Love. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down, Love to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score, Packers 40.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Minshew. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Minshew. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. But it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Hey, Charlie!
19 On 4th down, Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Right there. 50. Green Jacks. Watch the edge.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, 2.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll set up a throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dede Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Love now on 2nd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the all-time leading rusher at Boston College, it's A.J. Dillon. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
A.J. Dillon. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
42.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile,